Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm joined again with Bench Squads, aka Kade. Kade, say what's up.
It's good.
And today we're talking about the Charlotte Hornets and how we think they can angle themselves towards an NBA championship. And every week, if you don't know, me and Kate sit down and we talk about how each team, starting from the worst to best, can angle themselves towards a championship to turn their franchise around. And today we have the Hornets. And the Hornets are on the map now with Lamelo Ball. Obviously, he's a great player. But besides that, he is a star who brings attention to a squad that hasn't had much success in a while. Kate, what do you got for me?
Well, I like what you said about the attention, and like this is like a silly point to make, but their announcer, Eric Collins, is amazing, and he makes the highlights 10 times better, and he makes them definitely a league pass team, let alone their squad is just fun. And I think that's what's exciting about them is that they have a little bit of buzz to them, some noise, which is unironic, no pun intended, a little bit of buzz to them. I don't know. I think they'll be a fun team to watch because they got an exciting group. I mean, there's a lot of excitement around them. That's always a good start if you want to start contending. It's a lot of excitement, a lot of hype.
Now, that's crazy you bring up the announcer because people might say, oh, okay, it's just an announcer, not really part of the team. But like you said, he's exciting and everyone loves him. It became like a meme now. And when they have a crazy highlight, that gets amplified by like 10 because of the way this man announces. It is so funny and entertaining, and that brings even more attention to the Hornets. So we have Lamelo Ball obviously bringing a lot of attention to them, and he's a great player, averaging like 19, 5, and 5, and he was coming off the bench half the season. They just signed Terry Rozier to an extension, 4-year, $97 million, right? If I'm right, I think so, right?
Yes. Yep.
And we'll talk about that. But what I like about the Hornets in terms of, play style, not just the attention, is feel like they have chemistry already, and they almost have fun playing. Like, you see Lamelo Ball and PJ Washington almost having a good time when they're on the court together, and then Terry Rozier is doing his thing, and they all kind of mesh well together.
I agree completely. I mean, like, they have fun, and a good thing about that is that they're young and they have fun and they have that chemistry at such a young age because they have time to develop and grow with each other as a squad, as a unit, and that's something that you gotta love if you're the head of the team. I mean, you see that young squad that's just going to be able to grow together. And let alone they have some good vets too. I mean, they just a well-balanced team, a good roster. They're not where they need to be. They might scratch in the playoff game. I mean, the play-in game.
And obviously they lost Devontae Graham, which I think is okay. Now, a lot of people call him a baller. Well, he's a baller, but he averaged 14 points on 37% from the field last season, and that is someone you don't necessarily want on a team where you're developing players like Lamelo Ball. You want kind of more shots and more tension. You want Lamelo and Terry to kind of have the ball more. When someone like Devontae Graham is shooting a lot, not at a high percentage, not really helping out, it's okay if they lost him. I feel like some people are kind of upset the Hornets lost him. It's a big loss, but I do not see it that way. And their coach, James, however the hell you say his last name, he has done a good job with the Hornets. Like, I wasn't really big on him, but this year, the way the team came together, I think he was a big part of that. And having a culture for a team is very important. And now moving forward, so we talked about what they have now. Moving forward, what can they do to kind of, start succeeding? So I think, obviously, try to develop Lamelo Ball. Surprise, surprise. Develop him. Put all your eggs in his basket because, like I said, you've never had a player like this before, or maybe the beginning of Kemba when the excitement was around Kemba. But I still don't think it compares to what it is now. The fame around this guy and how good he is and how good he can be is insane. So all your eggs in that basket. Develop him and try to surround him with pieces. But like you said, bring him up as a team. Let the young squad play together and build up. The only problem with that is in the future, paying people and max contracts, all that stuff.
I think one thing that they could definitely improve on their roster is defense. And I think that could be more exciting for their culture. I mean, they're fun wide because they're alley-oops, the fun offense. They're just an exciting young team. They're energetic. You add and not himself, but a player like Patrick Beverley, that grit and grind defense, add that to your energetic, bouncy team. I mean, that's just going to be fun, and it's going to work well on the court. I mean, you had a 3-and-D player, a great defender. It's just going to mesh well with a team full of offense and youth.
Yeah, those kind of players are very important, and I think they're important to get when you make a championship push. Like right now, a player like Patrick Beverley on the Hornets, like I get what you're saying, but right now on the Hornets is not really wouldn't change much. You're right, but the thing is, you're right about the defensive impact. You need someone who can almost change the way the team plays, because a player with a lot of impact on defense and some high energy could change the way everyone plays defense, which is true. But right now, just develop. And they're floating playoff contention. They lost in the play-in tournament, but With the way they were playing towards the end of the season, I feel like they started playing really, really well. Don't be surprised if they sneak in an 8th seed and get some great experience for these young guys. I am so excited for the Hornets.
Another thing I want to mention is they had a great draft. And in the eyes of an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, our dream draft was James Bouknight at 6, Kai Jones at 16 or 18, either or, and taking at 18, take another young stud. And yeah, that's who the Hornets ended up with was Bouknight and Jones. And honestly, that's going to be more exciting and add more depth to this young team. You lose Malik Monk, James Bouknight can be that guy. You lose one of the Zeller twins, maybe, I can't remember who. But Kai Jones, you're going to fill that center void. I mean, they're just going to be a fun team. And honestly, with this team, what you need to do is just develop and let time play its course. When you have a team this young, that's this talented, you just got to let time do its thing. I mean, they're going to get good. They're going to get where they need to get. Just keep establishing that culture. Keep building with what you have.
Agreed. No more to say on that. But Michael Jordan, finally, you can't roast him for being a bad owner, but it is what it is. The Hornets looking up. We're all excited about them. You're lying if you say you're not. But that's it for today. Make sure to go down below and click Kade's links. Also, my socials and my merch down there. Because make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Kade.
Peace.
Peace out.